Hello my cool guys. Now you're preparing for a trip to Ukraine. You don't know what to pack, you don't know where to go and how to prepare. So here's an expert. He's been here for a month already, right?
Yeah, 1 month.
He initially came just for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
So now we will ask him questions. So number one, you were planning to come to Ukraine. What did you pack?
So, can I back up 1 second before that? I would say the first thing you need to know is I would study the history of Ukraine. So that was the first thing that I did. So I would try to study just about the culture and about the historical aspects of Ukraine. I think that's good to know that coming in.
This is cool.
A lot of the war history, a lot of history with that. So I think that's number one. And then I think the second thing is try to learn some basic phrases here. You know, spasiba, хорошо, or whatever. Yeah, so just some basic terminology will be good. I mean, there's a lot of apps you can get on that as well. So that'd be the first two things. And then I would say next is, I mean, you need money. I mean, obviously you gotta have money.
Yeah.
So,
How much are you usually spending per day?
I'm spending a lot more than I planned, and just to be honest with you.
Mm-hmm.
So, I've been here a month, and I've done some pretty high-end dates here that I haven't done in America very often.
Do you find, excuse me for interrupting, but do you find Ukrainian restaurants more expensive, or grocery stores more expensive, or is it cheaper in the States?
Yeah. So as far as on the food, there are American-priced restaurants here, which you're going to pay American prices and even then some. And then there's some that are not, that you get Ukrainian prices. And so, first of all, the food's amazing here. I would say this is the second best tasting food. Italy's number one. I think it's hard to beat Italy.
Yeah.
But this would be number two, and I've traveled the world. Food here is amazing. So it's just finding the right places.
Mm-hmm.
And so the first few days I was here, I was at like beef and bistro stuff, you know, expensive, or I stayed at the Premier Hotel. I mean, I went and ate at the Premier. It's a high 5-star hotel, and the prices are very expensive. And so once you can figure out where to go, it's much better.
But you ask questions,
yes,
right?
yeah.
You ask where to go,
exactly.
And here we are.
Yeah.
We can tell. Right?
Yeah, I think the other thing is.
So, what's the average per day? Would you recommend a guy to have? Like, how many dollars?
So,
is recommended to you? Just basing on
I would say $100 a day.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I agree with that.
Yeah. That's what I recommend too.
Yeah. So probably $100 a day. You know, not counting your flights at least. And I just keep pulling money out since I've been here. I feel like I'm in Vegas, but I'm not winning right now, but I'm having a good time.
No, you are investing.
I am investing. Yes.
And now about packing the suitcase.
Yeah.
What did you pack?
Yeah, so I think the weather here, you know, changes, and so it was really nice some days, very cold some days. So obviously it depends the time of year that you come, you know, always bring something nice, like a really nice suit in case you go to the ballet or opera or something nice. Obviously you need, you know, jeans and sweats, and but you know, Europeans dress nicer than Americans in general. And the women really dress nice, so you can't expect on your first date, I would say probably 80% of the women were in a dress that I went out with, which I love dresses, so for me that's a big turn on. So it's kind of hard to be in a pair of shorts and flip-flops if a girl's in a nice dress. So
you have to dress nicely, so you need to be smart shirts, smart trousers.
Exactly.
Look
Exactly. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, and then just some basic things if you like, you know, necessities. For me, I like protein powder or pre-workout powder for the gym. That's hard to get here. So if you bring stuff that you use every day from your country, it'll be better getting it here.
Well, they sell a lot of that stuff here, but it's your own stuff. This is something you're used to. You may not necessarily find that brand that you're using. You may find something similar.
Right.
So bring it. Yeah, that's a smart idea.
Yeah. And then take lots of pictures. And I think the other thing is you can get so caught up in going on dates that you forget to experience the culture and the beautiful scenery of Ukraine. So there was actually quite a few days where I didn't even set up a date, and I just traveled, or I was on a date, and I just went by myself and experienced, the top 10 things to do here in Ukraine, which I think you should always do when you travel. So
cool. Now, is there something you regret you didn't bring? Something you're really missing from home?
I wish I would have brought my swimsuit. Yeah.
To use some of the swim pool?
Well, yeah, and just, jacuzzi stuff. And I wish I would have brought some more. I stayed a month, so I packed for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah,
right.
So I would have. That's a good question because I did think about that. I ran out of deodorant. I ran out of toothpaste. I had to buy that more here. And yeah, so.
Why did you stay longer?
It's an amazing place, and the girls are amazing. So.
So it's just cheaper.
She didn't pay me to say that. Yeah.
No.
Girls
it's just cheaper to prolong your stay than buying a new ticket, finding time again, and you could afford it with time.
Exactly. Yeah, I'm serious. For me, this is an investment. So you have to be serious on what you're doing. So if you think that you can find your wife in a week trip, good luck.
Well, we're going to make one more video about it. He's going to say that more. But yeah, good luck. Some people are lucky, but they are more exception.
Yes. Yeah.
Right?
Yep.
And overall, your experience in Ukraine, what they say on TV, what you see in reality, is it the same or it's different?
I would say it's different to me. So there's a lot of turmoil from the United States. You hear about Ukraine. It's a very safe country. So I think it's very safe. People are very friendly here, a lot more friendlier than other European countries, both men and women. Like I said, food is amazing here. Transportation costs are very inexpensive. I would use Uber. I would never use taxis, or I would use the metros. The architecture here is very nice, and there's a lot to do. I would say it's a very Christian country. Until you get here, people really, really respect Christ and the Orthodox religion, and it means much to people here, I would say, which is great. And that's
your experience.
Yeah.
Oh well, thank you very much, Lane, for sharing your ideas with us, and for sharing your ideas with the guys that are thinking of visiting Kyiv, meeting Ukrainian women, but they're like wondering whether it's good or bad, and like whether to make this step or not, try it, not. So I hope you've answered some of their questions.
Yeah, I mean, I would kind of jump in and I would say I've dated women all over the world. I've had a serious girlfriend from Scandinavia. I've dated another from Amsterdam or South America. And Ukrainian women are the best.
This is exactly what I want you to say.
And it's because they are such a lady here. For me, I like someone who's very ladylike. So for me, that's a big turn on. If you don't like a really sophisticated type woman, then I would say not Ukraine.
Yeah.
I'm sure you have some that are not that way, but not too much probably. So for me, I like a lady who likes to be a lady, and this is really the only country that you'll find that I've been to, and I've been all over the world.
Yay! Visit Ukraine now. Buy your ticket.